Hi Libra, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. So it looks like something happened that, like, you could have been anticipating this or waiting for it, and it seems like it was anticlimactic in some way. Like, that was not how I expected that to be. And this could have been, it feels like something that you had been waiting for. I'm seeing a decision that needs to be made here. This may feel like a bit of an impossible decision for you right now. Because I'm seeing you be in a space where, like, it doesn't feel good to have to make this choice. There's maybe a lot of worry that's coming with this. You're feeling like you're in a spot that makes this more difficult. For some of you, this is about things connected with your MC, meaning like this could have anything to do with like a work situation, things going on within the 3D, anything that is like a tangible aspect of your reality that physically you can feel or connect with or interact with. This can be a decision about that. Definitely, I'm getting a notion about like finances and stuff like that. The devil can also represent the industry. This can be a business related thing as well. So many different things that this can be. You may have an emphasis of Capricorn in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury. Yeah, I'm hearing it again. This is going to be a tough decision. Take your time with this and ask yourself what you really want. This is the time where you want to check in with what your heart is really talking to you about. You may also be leaning on a more, rather than just thinking about your physical environment or like even worldly goals, physical goals, you may be leaning more towards into like energetically what am I leaning towards, like emotionally what am I leaning towards. It's like the things that are going on within you. It seems like this is what you're kind of moving towards as far as what you want within this situation, even though it does have some sort of effect or contact or relationship to things physically for you. Leaning on the side of what's going on within you is definitely going to be helpful, especially to kind of, I'm hearing wave out in order to balance out maybe a situation where you feel like there's a lack of harmony where you desire there to be harmony. You want to feel inspired, you want to feel connected, and you want to feel like you're ready to be moving forward. I'm seeing you be in a space where like you want to be feeling good about yourself. You want to feel like you have things together. You want to feel a sense of confidence. And you also want to feel connected to your passion and allow that to move you as well. Can definitely be an emphasis here on like creativity and what it is that you're doing with that. Passion, what it is that you're doing with that. Things that you feel drawn to, attracted towards. Also, people that are connected with you within some sort of environment that are seeing you as somebody to be approaching. Because I'm seeing a situation here where, okay, say that you are doing, say that you are an artist, okay? And you paint these very specific pictures. you want people that are connected within the community to be like running in towards you and be like, you have what I need, like that is exactly what I want to be connected with, like you are the only one that can create this for me. There's a sense of wanting to feel like special and unique for what this is that you are doing, and also feel too, not that this is just, you want this to feel legitimate. You want this to feel valid for you. Like you really can provide this thing that people want from you. Because there's this sense of being, like even this desire to be sought after for what it is that you can provide. And it is something that feels like connected and intrinsic to you and like your abilities. And something that you feel good about providing as well. It definitely looks like there's a very particular energy that you are embodying that attracts another particular energy towards you. It's like a little ecosystem. So that could have been what you wanted before and where you were going. I don't know if this was accomplished or not, but I'm seeing you be in a place where you're like, okay, I'm ready for the next thing now. And now I'm seeing there be a more of an approach rather than on like physical things, physical attributes, physical things that you can provide for people or do for people, or physical interactions, meaning like I can paint this and do that and I can hand this to you now. Whatever this is for you that was going on, now there's more of a focus on like what's going on inside for you, what's going on emotionally. Because that's making more sense to you now. So maybe also your emotional needs are becoming more concrete, more apparent, more of a priority. Like what you actually want, what you desire, what you crave emotionally. You may have also like not identified so much as being an emotional character. Like maybe that was just something where that didn't make so much sense to you. I am definitely seeing a particular Capricorn placement of yours that would have you feeling maybe like when you see other people getting emotional in a way. I don't know, it reminds me of like Capricorn moon, Aquarius moon energy, Venus, where it's like, okay, like I can understand or rationalize why maybe one would feel affected by that, but I don't feel like super connected to it. So there may have been something going on where like it's important for you to remain composed within situations, and so like you may have not like over identified with this aspect of yourself that is emotional. However, something's going on within your life where this is coming more into play now. And that doesn't mean like now for the rest of time you're just going to identify as the Queen of Cups. It's more so like right now within this moment, this is popping up because it's something that you're leaning into and it's for a particular reason. And I'm seeing you be in a space where you're like, you know what, this is also an aspect of me. And maybe it was something that like for some reason it didn't need to come to the front and now it does. Because something that you're creating within your life entails the use of this energy. That's why you're leaning into it. It's like this. You have to tap into your desire system to know what you want to create, what you want to manifest. However, if you're not tapping into that desire system, how are you going to know where to start? You're not accessing it, so there's nothing being done because you don't know what you're doing. Or when you do manifest something, you feel out of touch because you didn't check in that way. So that's why this is important now. You're tapping in so you know what you want to be creating. And it's telling you here, like, oh, I can access this. Oh, I can tap into this. And now that's actually telling me, like, what I want to be doing, what I want to be producing, what I want to be making. All of that. For some of you, what I want to be doing with my life. Yeah, I keep seeing this over and over again. When you were in the energy of the Queen of Wands, I'm seeing like people chasing after you. Definitely getting this energy. And I don't know what it was that you were being sought after for, but I'm definitely seeing people like rushing towards you and like wanting to connect with you and being interested in you and like all of these things that they wanted, feeling like attracted to you. And this doesn't just need to be like a physical or sexual way. It can be just about your allure in general, that people were coming towards you like, oh, you can help me with this creatively, or like I want to connect with you in this way, or like let's do a project together, let's have fun together, let's do this activity together. There are so many different reasons where like you were also involved in like people's pursuits and their passions and the things that they wanted to connect with. I'm definitely getting like a collaboration type of energy, but I'm seeing you be very independent. Like it reminds me of a freelance sort of energy. And this can be stuff that doesn't even involve money. For some of you, it may have involved money, but it's more so about like the passion and the creativity and the action that's happening, rather than this solely being like, we're just doing this for money or for business. Although for some of you, that definitely was involved in what this was that you had been doing. And with the Queen of Wands too, like you could be doing anything related to, I'm getting like a Venus type of vibe. So anything with fashion, I'm hearing industry again, photography, art, anything with like luxury items or anything that would be like aesthetically pleasing. I'm like reminding myself now we're doing a Libra reading, right? You're ruled by Venus, so yeah, that would make a whole lot of sense. Things that provide comfort to people also. Things that feel nice, look nice, smell nice, all of that. So you are manifesting an offer, some type of proposal even that you are creating. It looks like you are doing something that is going to be able to be like offered to another person or to other people, and you're in the space of like creating this or organizing this. And it's something that is going to be passed on from you to either another person or other people. Other people, okay, what this looks like to me is that whatever this is that you're creating, whatever this is that you're making, and I'm seeing it very much come from the heart space. I'm seeing that be like a leading, guiding force, like your intuition, your creativity, the feeling function is connected with this. The energetic function is connected with this. You are creating something where it is going to be like a proposal for other people to be like working with you, collaborating with you in some way. This is about connecting with other people and like bringing them in and having them be like manifesting together with you. So this can even be things that you are like creating or offering to other people. So it can be any type of like paperwork or assignment sheet. It reminds me of anything related to like courses or teaching, but it's something that's coming from you, and it's something that you are creating, and you're not just tapping into like intellectual energy, like you're also tapping into a main point of like your creativity and your water energy, because water energy is also creative energy, just like the Queen of Wands. So even though you may still be like working or connecting with people, there's a different way, because before it was like people people kind of like chasing after you, and now even though there are going to be people involved in what you're doing, it seems like more of an like even equal collaboration where there may be other facets or other things that are included in this. It's kind of like it's like you're still going to be like working a job, but you have a very different outfit for this, even though there are some commonalities between like what you were doing before and what you're going to be doing now. And all of it feels like you. It's just different characteristics, different aspects that are being emphasized. So yeah, I'm seeing that you're creating something that is going to be offered to like people that you work with, people that are connected with the work that you're doing, people that you collaborate with. This is a new beginning for you. And you feel you feel like you're at a point where you're ready to walk away from what you were doing before and move towards this. Like, this feels like a next step to you. There is some type of burden that is connected with moving forward. For some of you, there is a new offer that's coming through that is available to you, but for some of you, you may actually be turning this down because you don't think that it's gonna be enough for you in some way. Like, for some of you, this can be a renewal or like a contract renewal or something like that, but I'm seeing you walk away from it because you feel in your heart like this is not gonna be it for me, that's not gonna do it for me. So there's this, you don't feel like this is going to give you what you need as far as what you're looking for, because you're looking for something more, you're looking for something deeper, you want to be like fully immersed, fully connected in what it is that you're moving towards. Even if you walking away from this brings some type of stress into your life, it's more worth it to you because at least you're going to be connected with what you're doing rather than committing to something or renewing something that you're like, my heart's not really in it any longer, is what I'm seeing here. I'm hearing gotta let him know that I still got it. Libra, I think they know you still got it. Okay, so it looks like there's a lot of work that's connected with what you're doing right now, and that's why it feels stressful, because there's a lot to do. It reminds me of like studying for a really big test or something like that. There may be just a lot going on and a lot of hard work, a lot of energy that needs to be put into what it is that you're doing. I will say this too, for some of you, you have, I don't know if this has to do with the reading, but for some of you, you have an Aquarius that's kind of moving around within your auric field. So there may be an Aquarius that you're working closely with or an Aquarius that you're close with within your life. This can also be an important aspect of your chart too that you identify with. But yeah, I'm seeing an Aquarian energy that is definitely connected with your auric field. Auric field meaning like energetic field, like your aura. I'm hearing looking out for you. This is somebody looking out for you. Yeah, for some of you, I even get the feeling of like being watched over. As in like this energy being a protective energy. You are working on using your gifts, talents, skills, abilities, and maybe something that you are advancing with and turning this into something that you can use for some of you professionally, but it's becoming integrated within your legacy in some way. There's something serious that you are doing with these things. So these are abilities, capabilities that you have that you are now integrating into what it is that you're doing. And for some of you, you could be creating some sort of business or doing something Mars related with them, meaning like putting them to use essentially in some way within your life. If anything is being offered to you and it's not connected with these new things or can be a new thing that you're tapping into, can be a thing that you're tapping into where you're like building upon the foundation of it that you already have. If somebody's coming through and wanting to like work with you or collab with you in a way where you feel like this wouldn't be in alignment with the highest good, or you feel like they want it for the wrong reasons, this stuff that you can provide, I'm seeing that you're going to be turning down these offers. For example, like there's a particular way that you feel is in alignment for you to be using your gifts. If somebody's coming through and asking you to use it in a way that you feel like, you know what, that's not how I want to be using it or what I want to be using it for, I'm seeing that you are going to be turning down the opportunity to work with these people. So there's definitely a sense of integrity connected with what it is that you're doing here. For some of you as well, there could be some people that you have within your life. It could be a person, maybe multiple people. It's more about the energy than it is like it being like this person or that person. If you have people that you see as being like codependent or like out of alignment emotionally, or in a space where you think there are like unhealthy relationships going on, stuff like that, especially emotionally, like people really attaching to you and clinging on or putting you in positions that you don't feel agreeable with, is what I'm hearing. You're going to be walking away from these situations because you're in a place where you're like, you know, I want to cultivate more peace within my life. And the people that are having me, the people that are like not right now dealing with their emotional stuff in a way that I feel like I can be at peace with. For example, you have somebody that every time they are in a crisis, which happens twice a day, they call you hysterically crying, and you're at a point where you're like, you know what, I can't deal with this anymore. So I'm seeing you're going to be setting boundaries with situations like that. That's just an example. But it's like that type of hectic, like having people come in and rather than them taking responsibility for their own stuff or like getting help from somebody that's a professional, even if you are a professional, this is something that's been affecting you within your personal life. So I'm seeing you be in a space where you're like, I don't want to play that anymore. So that I'm actually going to be walking away from that. And again, like it's not like a specific person. This is like an energetic happening that you are not vibing with, because it's like attempting to attach to you through other people that you interact with or another person. So I'm seeing this be something that you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I feel like I have outgrown this. And the reason being is because like I'm hearing levity emotionally. You want to feel at peace emotionally, and whatever this is that keeps attempting to connect with you in whatever way it does, you're in a space where you're like, I want to push that off me. Give yourself time, because this is going to be an adjustment. But you're realizing that this is going to have you feeling happier, even if it feels a bit more tense or stressful at times. Because when it comes to manifesting, creating, cultivating what you want within your life, you know that it's worth working on to you, rather than being in a space where you don't feel at peace. Or you feel like things are too like chaotic, dramatic, and you keep getting dragged into something that you don't want to be dragged into any longer. For some of you, this can be clients that you've been working with too. I will say that as well. I'm seeing for a lot of you, this can be in your personal life, but for some of you, when it comes to working with your clients, there's this different aspect of you stepping into this space where you're like, I'm only taking on people that I feel like I'm connecting with. And if I feel like people are not taking the work that I'm doing seriously, or this work, it's not just you, it's the work that you would be doing together, because I'm seeing a collaboration be involved. I'm seeing you be in a space where you're like, this is I'm hearing hazardous. It's, you feel like it's taking away from the work that you've been doing. So you're like, if people are not going to be taking it seriously, I'm not going to take on that client anymore, because I feel like I could better use my time and my skills and abilities working with people that actually want to like change or get better or be involved in the work that I'm doing, is what I'm seeing. So if you like catch wind of people messing around that you're trying to work with, because I'm seeing you be in a spot where it's like you're giving people your all. So if you feel like people are horsing around in some way, I'm seeing you be in a spot where like you are going to be declining these people. So I'm looking at Capricorn, Sun, Mercury, and Sagittarius. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.